Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, Matt with Green Bar Trading. I hope first and foremost that you all have a great holiday weekend. Um, whatever you do, whatever you celebrate, spend that time with friends and family and, really enjoy it. Recharge the batteries if you have off from work. Just relax and, we're going to have a little break from the market here. Friday, the market's closed. Then you have Saturday and Sunday. And then we also have, tomorrow, I'm not trading. It's probably going to be a little slow if I had to guess, but that's not why I'm not trading. So I put together 3 really solid days here. And while I have a lot to do on Thursday, with the family and I have a business, everything going on, I wouldn't be able to trade anyway. But I want to take that good feeling of having, the whole week being green going into a long weekend. I think that's really important for the mental. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not trading tomorrow, which is Thursday. Friday we have off. And then you have the weekend, which will recoup. We'll get everything together. The stock market looks good. And I'm just going to go over all the trades that I took today that led to my success and to $236.25 trading the micro E mini for 86.25 and then trading momentum stock BVXV for $150. I'm going to go into those trades in detail because it's very important if you're watching this channel for educational purposes to understand why I traded these things, why I got in when I got in. And I think it could be very helpful to beginner traders, even traders that have been trading a long time. That's why I continue to make these videos. So anyway, one of the benefits this morning from having the kids home from school, waiting rapid tests and PCR tests for COVID, was that I was able to be here for one of the very first times to be able to trade the morning and not have to leave by 8:30 in the morning. So a lot of times, if you guys are watching me, I'm trading or I'm trying to get trades, which it's very choppy and there's not many traders around, as you can see here in the volume, from 7 a.m. to 8:30. Well, what do you know? 8:30 is when we started to see the volume and popped up. I wouldn't even have been here for this move if I was taking the kids to school. So one benefit today that I really knew the whole time, but I realized is how important it is if you're going to trade. Now I trade part-time, but if you're going to trade full-time, you cannot have distractions. You have to be here for the moves when they happen. Now, the reason why I traded BVXV is it was the leading gapper. So when something is the leading gapper, and at this point, I think it was up about, 80%, very nice gapper. It was a lower price stock, but it had news, which we love, and so that's the catalyst. The float on this, let me just double check the float with you guys. The float on this one is 14 million shares, which is great. That's low enough to see some moves. The only thing is it was trading very thickly, and that's just one of the reasons why I didn't like it yet. And then we started to see this. So once we saw the volume come in and I saw 233 shooting up to 275, this was percentage-wise a nice move. Now, those that have been following the channel know I'm looking for 10 to 20 cents. That's it. I want one really good trade for 10 or 20 cents on 1,000 shares that will give you between $100 and $200 for, trading a little bit in the morning part-time. You can't really go wrong. And it is definitely limiting the risk the way that I do it. So I'm going to just get into here and show my trades. Let's see here. We'll get in. I want to show you guys the 5-minute chart on this one. Now, that's definitely a thickly traded 5-minute chart if I've ever seen one. But either way, I just was watching level 2 on this one. This was strictly a level 2 reading to see that price action and to see the big orders coming through. And that's the way that I traded this. I waited patiently until I saw this breakout. I wanted to see the break of this right here. So once 260 broke, that to me was suggesting that this could go higher because it broke 260, which was the pre-market high, and it broke it very early on in the morning. So new traders that are coming to their trading desks are sitting down and they're realizing, okay, this thing is already moving. There's a possibility that there was going to be more people that were jumping on this as they saw that momentum going. Because when you're a momentum trader, you're going to be waiting for momentum. You don't want to be just, trading it down here. It's the top gapper. I'm going to buy it here and hope. Because a lot of times these will roll over as new stocks come onto the gap scanner. So, you don't want to do that. You want to wait until this thing proves itself and it proves that staying power. Once it does that and we're up 90%, we have a low float. It's got the most volume. That is something you want to be trading, even though it was trading very thickly. But you can see here, it's up 127%. So this was the one for the morning. So it was definitely the stock that I would say most day traders were trying to eke out some profit. That's what I was doing right here. Now, did I trade it perfectly? Absolutely not. Some of that has to do with being on, a free platform like this. It's very tough to get those fills that you want. Sometimes if you hit, the ask, which is what I do. When I see it pushing up here, I'll smash the ask. So I'll show you right here. The way that I would do it is join the ask. So if I see momentum and I see that level 2 ripping up, I'll click join the ask. I'll be watching this, obviously. I want to see those numbers moving fast. Let's look at it on the 1 minute, actually. This will be easier to tell. So like I said, it came up, came back down. This is the 5-minute candle that I'm talking about right here. This was a very nice trade here. So once we saw the push up, this is the candle that I got out. I want at least retest this level for where I was going to be taking profit because I saw a lot of resistance here. And you can see once we hit 275, 274, we came all the way back down. So the same thing happened here. I was taking profit right up into this. Now, yes, I could have taken it here, like I was saying on the 5-minute. That would have been a nice scalp. It just didn't go the way that I, was expecting. We ripped up here, and then as the minutes were changing, it came back down very, very quickly. Still did the best that I could on this. The entrance on this one, I missed. Again, like I said, could have traded this way better, but just did not take the trade around here like I should have. Chased it, But as I was chasing this, this was the break of the whole dollar. The way that I did this, watching level two, like I said, this was all level two, seeing the price action on there and just watching the prints just being green and just really ripping and going through three. That's the trade I wanted. I was looking for 5 cents here, and that's what I got here. It took a little bit longer, but that was it. Got it here. Like I said, very thickly traded. This is just very thick, but was able to eke out and grind. This was more of a grind out, down and dirty $150 right here. So that's it. Could it have been traded better? Definitely. So going to this one, this one I scalped pre-market, and I also scalped this. Believe it or not, where is it? Right here at 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m. my time. This was where we dropped down. This was the low that we hit back here. So let me just take off my trades so it doesn't clog up the entire screen. When we dropped down here in the overnight futures, we dropped down to the penny the low that we hit here at 350. A lot of times, this is what the futures like to do. So once I saw this, and I saw this to the penny hit 2250 and just rip up 5 points, that's where you know right there that the market makers are keeping this market up. That was a very key level. So there we go. Then we start to do this. And then during the regular session, I mean, it's choppy, but the market is holding up. So the way that I traded the open here, show you guys, was right here at 946. I saw the pullback to the 9 EMA, got in a contract, added to my contract, and then sold it on the next minute for a nice profit right there. And then, you know, scalped it once here for a nice win. And like I showed you guys before, in the pre-market. So that's 86.25 for there. And altogether, 236.25. And that's going to be it. That's a wrap on the week. I hope that you guys all have a great weekend. Like I said, I'll still be around. I'll still be in our Discord, but just wanted to, you know, give you guys this trade recap. You know, watch these things, see where I make mistakes. That trading on the top gapper was not very good, not very well traded, but you know, you can see my mistakes. You can see where I could have had some better entries, even though it was a little thickly traded. It still was the top gapper. We still had the most volume on it, and that's what you want to trade with the catalyst. And that's it. So hit the thumbs up for the video, and I will see you guys back on the next one. Take care.